Northwestern University appears to have violated a federal law called the Clery Act by not publishing police reports from students who say they were assaulted, battered, stolen from, or witnessed crimes committed by anti-Israel protesters that were illegally occupying their campuses. An obvious attempt by the university to present a false narrative of campus safety with lower crime rates and fewer crimes reported. But make no mistake, my friends, these protests are anything but peaceful. Here with me to discuss the details is investigative reporter and radio host Tony Kinnett. Tony, nice to see you here. Are you the one that broke this story in the first place? Because this is a big deal. All right, well, congratulations to you. This is important because you told me a bit to bring me up to speed in the break. The fact of the matter is you can't just ignore crimes, not the university police. You can't just sweep it under the rug, as it were, right?
Right. There was a major scandal in 1990 in a Pennsylvania university. A girl was raped and killed tragically, and then Lehigh University tried to cover it up. And so Congress passed a very special law which says that universities, whether public or private, cannot order their police not to report crimes or to misrepresent the crime that was committed, to fudge on the statistics.
So that's a cannot with a capital C. You cannot do this. You cannot hide the facts. You have to be honest with your students about the actual safety of being on campus, is what you're telling me.
In fact, it's such an important law that there are annual, if not semesterly, trainings that university staff go through on, I would say, dozens, if not hundreds of universities around this country. So every single staff member at a university knows you do not violate the Clery Act. Very, very important.
I have this sneaking suspicion, Tony, that Northwestern may have been caught with their hand in the cookie jar, as it were. But something tells me Northwestern's not the only university that shaded the truth. I mean, we saw what happened at Portland State, at Columbia, at Northwestern, at a host of other places. And something tells me that maybe the stand-down orders were given for a reason, so they didn't have to have as many stats on crimes being committed. If you just tell the police to back off for a month, which they did in some places, then the crime stats don't look too bad, right?
And it's a situation that we see in education across the country, and we see this in inner city schools in the K through 12 system, in which kids are beating each other senseless every day. But just in this particular case, on the university level, you cannot do that. There is a very specific law. Liberty University, Christian University, just got fined $14 million by Biden's DOE back in March for just a few Clery violations. And it looks like now, since I've published this report, that instead of just 5 violations, Northwestern may be looking at over a dozen.
Let's be honest again. Maybe I'm just a little bit jaded, Tony, but I'm going to guess in 2024 in the political environment that maybe, just maybe, Liberty University finds themselves in the crosshairs more than Northwestern. I don't mean to be cynical, but that's a fact. What are the penalties, potentially?
Well, the penalties are between $7 million and $10 million a pop